Greetings of the day.
I am Prashansa Vashne from class 9 Senior.
I am Ujali Ajmera from class 9 Jabira. Today we are discussing a very recent topic, that is budget, that was passed on 1st of Feb. So, Prashansha, could you tell me what is budget?
A budget is a spending based on income and expenses. Now, Ujali, can you please tell me what is interim budget?
The interim budget covers government expenses and revenues for a short span in an election until the new government is elected.
Now, my first question to you is, what is the key focus of India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in the budget 2024?
The key focus is on improving conditions for the poor, women, youth and farmers as mentioned in her speech. So my next question for you, according to Nirmala Sitharaman, what are the four major castes that need attention in India's development?
The four major castes highlights are Garib, the poor, Mahilaएं, the women, and Yuva, the youth, and the Anandata, the farmer. Okay, now my question to you is, how many people has the government claimed to have lifted out the poverty in last 10 years?
The government claims to have brought 250 million people out of poverty in the last decade. So my question for you, what is the expected impact of the crop insurance scheme according to the budget 2024?
The crop insurance scheme is expected to benefit 40 million farmers. What is the current status of inflation and economic growth as stated by Nirmala Sitharaman?
According to the finance minister, inflation has moderated and economic growth has picked up. My question for you, what has been the result of tax reforms according to Nirmala Sitharaman's statement and in the budget?
Tax reforms has widened the tax bases and increased tax collections. Okay, now my question is, what is the government vision for India's economy in next 5 years as mentioned by Nirmala Sitharaman?
The finance minister stated that the next 5 years will see unprecedented economic growth in India. My question for you, by what year does the government aim to make India Viksit developed as mentioned in the budget speech?
The government aimed to make India a Viksit country by 2047. Now my question is, what new scheme does the government plan to launch for the defense purpose according to Nirmala Sitharaman?
The government will launch a new scheme to strengthen deep tech for defense purposes. My question for you, how does the government plan to support the middle class in budget 2024?
The government will help deserving sections of the middle class to build their own houses. How many affordable houses that the government plan to build in the next 5 years as mentioned in the budget?
The government aims to build 20 million affordable houses in the next 5 years. So my question for you, what success story did the government highlight in relation to self-help group?
The success of self-help groups empowered 1 crore women to become Lakpati Didis as mentioned in the budget. Now, my question to you is, what is the projected fiscal deficit for FY 2024 and how does it compare to the target?
The projected fiscal deficit for the 2024 is seen lower than the target at 5.8% of GDP. So my question for you, Prashansha, what is the government's aim for the fiscal deficit in 2025 as mentioned in the budget speech?
The fiscal deficit is pegged at 5.1% in FY 25 with an aim to reduce it to 4.5% by FY 26. Now, my question to you is, are there any changes in taxation, both direct or indirect, as per the budget 2024?
No changes in taxation, both direct and indirect, were mentioned in the budget. So could you please tell me what is the extension given for tax benefit mentioned in the budget?
The tax benefit for the startups and the investments made by sovereign wealth and pension funds will be extended to March 2025. Now, my question is, what sector will receive significant investment from the government according to Nirmala Sitharaman's interim budget 2024 speech?
The government will invest significantly in the tourism sector. So could you please tell me, Prashansha, which union territory will receive undivided attention for improving tourist infrastructure as mentioned in the budget?
The Lakshadweep Union Territory will receive undivided attention from the government for improving its tourist infrastructure. Now, what is the government vision for the next 5 years in the terms of development and economic growth?
The next 5 years are projected to be years of unprecedented development and golden movements to realize the dream of developed India by 2047 as stated by Nirmala Sitharaman. So my last question for you, Prashansha, on the budget 2024. What is the Finance Minister's statement regarding the government's attention to the island Union Territory of Lakshadweep?
The Finance Minister stated that the island Union Territory of Lakshadweep will get undivided attention from the government to improve its tourist infrastructure.
Thank you so much, Prashansha, for connecting with us on the budget 2024 and enhancing our knowledge about it.
Thank you. Stay tuned and goodbye.